Heyhoo und willkommen zu einer weiteren Folge von Genshin Impact. Also, in der letzten Folge ist irgendwie die Welt kurz mal untergegangen. Also, da ist ja alles passiert. Auf jeden Fall haben wir das Augenhatz-Dekret, also The Vision Hunt Degree, haben wir jetzt einfach beendet. Mithilfe von Lady Yai und allen anderen. Und jetzt sollen wir Miko nochmal besuchen. Also, Miko? Miko? Du wolltest mit uns reden?
Why, hello. If it isn't the triumphant traveler. And why might you be visiting the shrine? A sign of piety, perhaps?
You literally told us to come meet you here!
Ich wollte gerade sagen, hab ich was verpasst?
I was just joking. I've been waiting for you.
Seems like someone's in a pretty good mood.
Mm-hmm. Catching up with an old friend I hadn't seen in years was truly delightful. By the way, I heard that you had a duel before the throne, with a Fatui Harbinger no less. Courageous and astute. I must say, I am most impressed.
Das war nur eine sprunghafte Idee.
Defeating Signora head-on in a duel means that your strength exceeds my expectations.
Ist sie jetzt wirklich besiegt?
Still,
Irgendwie glaube
you
ich es
did
immer
end
noch
up
nicht.
victorious. I gather congratulations are in order.
Ich weiß nicht so recht. Ich meine, es ist immer noch ein Tod.
Feels good to finally thwart the Fatui plan for once. They caused plenty of trouble along the way, but at the very least, they didn't get their hands on another Gnosis.
Wait a second. Did you say Gnosis? As
Ja.
in, the little thing that looks something like a chess piece.
Oh nein.
Yep, that's the one. You've seen one too? Gnosis belong to the Seven.
Jetzt haben die das schon
They're
lange oder so.
connected to Celestia.
Oh.
Ja, was
What's
auch?
wrong?
I handed that over.
Was?
You did what now?
Well, how else was I supposed to save your skin from the balladeer exactly?
Oh nein, bist du blöd? Oh mein Gott. Es stellt sich halt so heraus, es ist schon längst...
The
Das
balladeer
war
is
so
number 6
unnötig.
of the Fatui Harbingers. In terms of strength, he's superior to Signora.
Ja und?
I'm not the kind of person who risks life and limb for any old reason.
Scheiße.
Paimon just does not know what to say.
Stimmt, warum hattest du das göttliche Herz?
After A created her puppet vessel, she no longer had anywhere to put it.
Sie war ohne das göttliche
As her
Herz so
erstwhile
stark?
closest friend, A handed it over to me, and I've kept it in the Grand Narukami Shrine ever since.
Ah, okay.
She no longer needs the power of the Gnosis, and in any case, she tells me she has severed ties with Celestia. Thus, the Gnosis became not only useless, but also a potential source of conflict. Is that not a good bargain, exchanging it for the one at the core of the plan? Judging by the results, at least, I dare say I struck a good deal.
When you put it like that, Paimon
Ja,
has
aber...
to agree. The Traveler is worth more than a Gnosis.
Das wollte ich auch nämlich gerade sagen, ne? Jetzt wundert es mich nicht, dass Scaramouche plötzlich aufgetaucht ist, weil... Wir haben sie einfach besiegt, so als ob der nicht auch auftaucht.
Well, what's done is done. And Paimon hardly thinks we'll be getting it back now. Let's leave the past in the past. So anyway, you still haven't told us why you called us here today.
Ja, warum sind wir jetzt hier?
It's to thank you.
Was? Gern geschehen.
You intend to travel all over Teyvat, and the time has come for the Inazuma leg of your trip to come to an end, has it not? As a mark of my gratitude, I will answer any questions you may have about the road ahead or the events of the past.
Ah. Normalerweise fragen wir immer den Archon, aber
What
jetzt
would you
wohl
like to know
Miko.
about?
Über die Shogun-Puppe.
That puppet was built with technology that has been lost to time. Perhaps she, as a god, is the only one privy to the knowledge of its origins. Still, there is one other thing on this topic that I suspect you may be curious to know. Before A began modifying her own godly form, she took it upon herself to create a prototype puppet.
So, you mean there are 3 Raiden Shoguns?
No, The prototype was merely a proof of concept. Its appearance and intellect were not based on A. It was a test. The original plan was for A to simply discard it. But perhaps A thought this to be too cruel, because in the end she chose only to seal the power within it. Later, this puppet wandered Inazuma as an ordinary human male with his own consciousness, until
Was?
the Fatui took an interest in him.
Dann wanderte er wie ein gewöhnlicher Mensch mit seinem Selbstbewusstsein durch das Reich Inazuma, bis die Fatui Gefallen an ihm fanden. An ihm. Also haben die... Aber... Warum geben die denn einfach diese Puppe? Sind wir dieser Puppe schon begegnet vielleicht?
Not the Fatui!
Some eccentric geniuses in the ranks of the Fatui made adjustments to the prototype, not only unsealing his power, but very likely rendering him even more formidable than his original specifications.
Irgendwie weird.
The object of divine creation is now the one who has taken possession of the Gnosis, and the prototype puppet is now known as the Balladeer.
Oh.
What a crazy story!
Ach, du
It is, isn't it?
Heilige.
Who can say whether it's coincidence or destiny?
Wahrscheinlich eher Destiny. Über die ehemaligen Shogun Raiden.
I'm surprised an outlander like you is aware that there was once a change of ELEKTRO Archon. Few citizens of Inazuma are aware of this.
Morat's told us. He said that the Electro Archon Baal has passed away.
Yes. The truth of the matter is that there were two twin gods, Baal and Beelzebub.
Okay.
Gods?
They won the Archon War together, and when Baal established the shogunate, Beelzebub became her Kagemusha, or shadow warrior. In other words, she acted as Baal's body double. Beelzebub is A, with whom we are now both acquainted. Baal's name was Makoto.
Makoto.
As far as the world was aware, there were not two, but one. They complemented each other, and they ruled Inazuma jointly, so there was no need for the public to know the truth.
Lol, das heißt nur wir
In
wissen
fact,
das?
The name Baal and the title of Raiden Shogun was understood to refer to both of them. Right up until
Until what?
Makoto died several hundred years ago in a war that I was not personally involved in. Since then, A has
das haben
assumed
wir
the
gesehen.
shogunate.
Losing her sister must have been super hard on A.
Sister, aber die sagt die ganze Zeit ihm. Also das haben wir dann gesehen. Vor Hunderten war das etwa... Das war bestimmt Gandria.
That was when A began to change. Makoto was her greatest loss.
Paimon feels like she understands A lot better now after finding that out. So what kind of god was Makoto?
Ja, los.
I didn't spend a great deal of time with her, but my impression was she was a gentle god, who in each moment cherished the beauty of what was before her.
Wow.
Na, schade, dass sie gestorben ist. Über meine Schwester.
Sorry, I haven't a clue. I'm also unfamiliar with the god you describe. But if you still have doubts about A, I would say they are misplaced. Not only does she not fit your description, but she voluntarily gave up her gnosis long ago, severing her ties with Celestia in the process.
Nachdem ich sie getroffen hatte, fühlte es sich wirklich nicht wie sie an.
That's good to hear. Otherwise, given that I'm her familiar, it could have made our relationship rather awkward, don't you think?
Ja, schon.
Don't worry. We aren't looking to pick a fight with you.
Nee, aber ich würde gerne wissen, was du so drauf hast.
I wish you the best of luck. May you soon discover the truth behind it all.
Dankeschön.
As for your sister's whereabouts, I will use all the resources at my disposal to investigate it. And I will also borrow some of Ayato's people from the Shiumatsuban.
Noch mehr
I'll
von
let you
denen.
know if I find out anything. Consider it part of my means of thanking you.
Über die nächste Station der Reise.
After leaving
Sumero.
Inazuma, I think it would be easiest for you to go to Sumeru.
Sumeru.
Ooh, Sumeru! We've run into loads of scholars from there on our journey so far.
Yes, well, Sumeru is the land of the god of wisdom, where the
Wisdom?
quest for wisdom and knowledge is never ending. But their obsession gives rise to some truly inexplicable things. For example, in Sumeru, knowledge is holistically managed as a resource.
Knowledge is a resource?
Okay.
Yes. I don't know whether it was the sages or Lesser Lord Kusanali who came up with the idea.
Lesser Lord Kusanali? That's a cute name.
Kusanali.
Oh, you haven't heard. Lesser Lord Kusanali is the deity in whom the people of Sumeru place their faith.
Oh,
It's their chosen term of endearment for her.
okay.
I'm sure you must have some things to
Kusanali.
discuss with her too. I wish you all the best.
Das ist dann die nächste, der nächste Archon. Kusanali. Niedere Herren einfach. What the? Oh, ich würde am liebsten ewig weiter mit dir reden, weil ich mag dich, Miko. Aber ich habe
Are you
keine
sure?
weiteren Fragen.
Okay then. Oh, Traveler. Do you still have the Omamori I gave you?
Ja, und ich werde gut darauf aufpassen.
Keep it safe. Is that all you intend to do with it? There was me thinking that you might hang it around your neck to show off to the world, telling everyone who inquired that it was given to you by none other than Yai Miko, the wise and beautiful.
Ich wusste gar nicht, dass es so sein kann. Das ist voll cool.
Okay, I'll stop. Now a question for you. Traveler, what is your ambition?
Wieder mit meiner Schwester vereint zu sein, schätze ich.
I see. But that is merely a small goal, based on what preoccupies you here and now.
Ja.
Your ambition should be something that transcends the world below and the starry sky above. Something that shines in unison with fate itself. Perhaps the reason you do not possess a vision is that such an ambition has yet to be engendered within you. It's a possibility. Continue on your journey, and maybe
Krass.
that moment will come to pass.
Das war's dann mit der Story, oder geht jetzt weiter? Das war's mit der Story. LOL, ich hab's geschafft. Ich hab die Story von Inazuma hingekriegt. Aber irgendwie auch schade, ne? Weil dann war's das ja eigentlich. Okay, natürlich war es noch lange nicht für mich. Aber krass, okay. Aber ich habe auch schon überlegt, was, wenn wir später irgendwann dann doch eine Vision bekommen. Aber kann ich mir nicht vorstellen, weil dann müsste ja das Vision die ganze Zeit switchen. Ich glaube, wir sind auf die Art, wie wir sind, perfekt. Und damit war's das mit dieser Folge von Genshin Impact. Ich hoffe, ihr hattet viel Spaß beim Zusehen. Ich denke, es werden noch ein paar Folgen kommen, deswegen verabschiede ich mich nicht von diesem Buch 3. Aber auf jeden Fall wissen wir schon, dass Buch 4 Sumeru sein wird, also Dendro. Und ich wünsche euch noch einen schönen Tag. Tüdelü!